Hello there, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Pokemon Stadium 2 Draft League. As you can see, the standings above me, granted, they're not as neat as last week. I'll fix that next week. Basically, just put a space in the wrong place there. But you can still see the standings nonetheless. Nightmare After Christmas up front, My Little Ponyta, Pokemon Power, my West Virginia Slashers, and the Houston Ho-Oh, which were last season's defending champs. We've got a couple double headers today, so there'll be 4 matchups instead of 3. And I'm going to try to do the double headers all in a row to try and keep track of it more easily. For example, the first matchup will be the Power and the Slashers. First matchup will be Slashers and Ponyta. The second matchup will be the Power and the Slashers. Then we'll have the Power against the Ho-Oh. And then the Ho-Oh against the Nightmare. So that's how we're going to do it, so I can kind of keep it straight. I'll be right back with our first matchup of the day. Alright, here we go. First matchup of the day. The West Virginia Slashers and My Little Ponyta. This one's going to be interesting, and I think luck is going to play a factor, because there's a lot of matchups where both Pokemon are good against each other. For example, Lantern could beat Golem in one shot if it lands Hydro Pump. Guess what? If it doesn't learn Hydro Pump, Golem could one-shot it with Magnitude if it gets a high enough number. So, same goes for Quillfish. Does it land Hydro Pump or does it get beat by Magnitude? So, there's going to be some luck-based matchups in this one. And depending on if I win those matchups or if the computer wins those matchups, that's probably going to determine the winner here. Alright, let's see what we're working with here. Speaking of which, Quillfish is an okay start against 4. Lantern is an okay start against 4. Mischievous is a pretty good start against most things except Houndour. Maybe Golem, because Mischievous doesn't have the best physical defense. Except for Golem and Jinx, Dodrio's not a bad one. Dodrio's fast enough. It'll be interesting to see how it matches up with Jinx. Primeape, if we can get Jinx out of the way, it's pretty good against most everything there. It does not want to fight Haunter, that's for sure. Diglett is Fissure Diglett. It tries to hit everything with Fissure. We got to get Fearow out of the way first, since Fearow's immune. But if we get Fearow out of the way, Diglett can just run amok. I think since, like I stated before, I have 2 water Pokemon, so I've got 2 shots at Hydro Pumping Golem. I think I lead with one of those, since I have another one in the back pocket. So now it's a matter of, do I start with Lantern or Quillfish? Lantern and Quillfish could both potentially take down Houndour. Dragonair is... Quillfish is more built to handle that, because at least we could hit it with Sludge Bomb. Jinx would be a Lantern matchup, so we're back to even between the 2. Haunter has Giga Drain, which would do normal damage against Quillfish, so Quillfish wins between it and Lantern there. Golem, they both have the same problem. Fearow would actually go to Lantern. Wow, it actually comes down to like a tie. I think we're going to go Lantern. Yeah, because if they start Jinx, Lantern could at least maybe paralyze it and slow it down. Whereas if Quillfish was out there against the Jinx, we don't really have a good switch. Like, something would be taking a full strength Confusion. So we'll go Lantern and hope for the best here. It's going to be Golem, I know it. Nope, Fearow. Okay. I can work with this. It's absolutely going to switch out for Golem, though. So we're going to go Hydro Pump, trying to predict that switch. They didn't switch. Okay. Miss. Yeah, it gets Toxic first try, of course. I bet we missed the Hydro Pump. Alright, we hit the Hydro Pump at least. I think we Hydro Pump again, because another Hydro Pump, if we hit, takes out Fearow, and if they switch, we could hit the Golem. They didn't. Okay, if we can get Fearow out of there, that really helps out Diglett. Come on, hit it, Lantern, please. 2 for 2 on the Hydro Pump. All right.
That KO will bring out a new Pokémon. Oh, it's Dragonair.
All right, you're not great for me to see here. Let's see, you've got Outrage and, like, Slam. Do I have anything in particular that Dodrio needs to fight against? No. So let's switch to Dodrio, and if it beats Dodrio, it beats Dodrio.
Here comes a Pokémon switch.
The Lantern could be useful against Golem, or like I said, slowing down Jinx later. Or even against Houndour. Of course you went Outrage. Alright. The only plus is you're locked into it at least. Alright, well, let's fly so we can dodge the Outrage this turn. Make it so we only get hit 1 time instead of 2 if it goes for 3 turns. If it only goes for 2 turns, it might be confused and we'll be safe. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Well, if we survive another Outrage, it will be confused, and maybe we can work an angle there. Pretty decent hit, honestly. Alright, no crits. No crits. Okay. Not a great position to be in, but no crit. Let's see, Fly was 70, Tri Attack is 80, so Tri Attack's our best bet to do some good damage here. Tri Attack. Come on, burn, freeze, paralyze. None of the 3. All right. Confuse yourself. I mean, hit yourself. Darn. All right, well, at least it's still locked in Outrage since it chose that again. It's all right, Dodrio. Good job. What would be faster here? I don't really want to put Primeape out there and take unnecessary damage. Diglett is, like, deceptively fast. I'm going to go Diglett. Because it's so low, we don't even have to go Fissure. We could, like, go Earthquake and take it out if we get to go first. Come on, let us go first. Thank you. All right, Dragonair loses to Diglett. Actually, except for Jinx, the remaining Pokemon don't want to see Diglett. That's pretty funny. Alright, we've got Jinx in there. You're going to Ice Punch. I'm pretty darn sure of that. So let's switch Lantern in.
This Pokemon is switching out.
If they switch to Golem, so be it. We'll hope for Hydro Pump. The poison hurts on the switch. Yep, gotta love how bad the, really critical hit. Thanks, game. Thanks for that. Gotta love the logic of this game back then. I'm so glad some of these mechanics have been changed now. Like not being poisoned the second you come in. Alright, at least we're gonna get 1 spark off. Come on, paralyze it. Give me a chance here. Man, because Jinx is like the last big threat here. Alright, so Lantern's gonna go down. I was really hoping for that paralysis. Because Jinx is pretty fast. Let's see, if I go Mischievous, they're probably going to switch to Houndour.
Pokemon.
The others don't want to see Jinx, though. So I think we go Mischievous, and I go Thunder, assuming they're going to switch.
Oh, it's Mystery Buff.
I'd be amazed if it was Golem coming in. I don't expect it to be Golem.
From both competitors.
Thunder. They didn't switch. Okay, that's interesting.
Great hit.
If we can hit the Thunder, we could paralyze it, maybe.
What's next? Hit that one.
There you go. There you go. All right, we got the paralysis. A little later than expected, but we got it. Shadow Ball.
Wow, hit you. Shadow Ball. A powerful blow.
Jinx goes down.
There it is. Knockout.
All right, all right. I would assume Houndour is going to come in.
Pokemon will join the battle now. Oh, it's Houndour.
Okay. Haunter is still a looming threat, a big problem here. This is tough. I think I'm going to stay in, but I could try Quillfish here. It's going to go for Sunny Day, I bet. Which means our Thunder isn't going to be as great. I'm going to go for Thunder and hope for the best. Come on, hit again. The heck, if paralyze it again would be great.
No, that didn't
Neither. Okay, thanks, game. 70% accurate, by the way.
run. Drilled a weakness. Oh, it collapsed.
All right. Houndour takes out Mischievous. That's not
Bring out a
great for us. I think this is actually the time that we go Diglett.
Pokemon have been chosen.
Since Houndour is a first stage Pokemon, we might be able to get away with Earthquake instead of hoping on Fissure. Fissure is more for like if we get stuck against Golem. All right, Earthquake. Let's hope we're faster. We are faster. Let's hope we're strong enough.
That's it. That struck home.
Oh, Diglett takes it out.
KO'd by one hit.
2 knockouts for Diglett in its debut. We got rid of Hitmonchan for the Diglett this week. All right, Haunter or Golem? Golem. We are faster. So now the question becomes, do I go Fissure or Earthquake?
This battle's outcome is still far from certain.
Oh, I'm going to go Earthquake for sure, damn it. For 100% guaranteed damage.
A furious
If it gets a low magnitude, maybe we get lucky and survive. It did more than I was worried it was going to do.
vicious attack.
Of course you get a magnitude 9, of course. Bye, Diglett. You contributed, though, buddy. Good job.
Single hit brings it down.
Well, yeah, it's a Diglett.
What Pokemon will
I could have gone Fissure, but then Golem would have had full health. And who knows if the game, like...
Pokemon
I have to go Quillfish here, because if I put Primeape in, they're just going to switch into Haunter.
Quillfish? Will this
So I have to go Quillfish, and I have to hope that we land the
comrade?
Hydro Pump.
2 Pokemon remain on each side. Spark
Come on, game. Give me this on the first try. 80% accurate.
Wow! Man, that's perfectly.
All right, Golem's gone.
Down it goes.
The problem now, though, is Primeape can't do anything to Haunter. So if Quillfish gets beat, we're in trouble.
Oh, it's Haunter. This is the last Pokemon. Number of remaining
Let me see. I think I'm right about that.
2 to 1.
Yeah, all we could do would be, like, to curse and focus energy. Actually, it might not be the worst idea in the world to just stall it out on attacks. Mainly the Giga Drain that's a neutral hit. We're going to just curse up and see if we can stall. Because Shadow Ball's physical in Gen 2, so...
Yes, it's a hit.
yeah, we might be able to curse and make it, like, use up its Shadow Ball.
How will this newly switched out Pokemon fare?
All right. Try the stalling game.
What's this?
See, without crits, we would be like a 3 to 4 hit knockout. If we can get a couple curses up, maybe we'll be a 5 hit. Like I said, 3 to 4, maybe it'll be 4 to 5. That's right, yeah, use that Giga Drain. Use some of it up already. Because you only get 5 Giga Drain in this game.
It's concentrating on improving its stats. One Pokemon is still capable of going up, but the other one looks tired.
All right, that's another one down. That's all right, Primeape. You honestly did about as much as you could do in this position. All right, comes down to Quillfish versus Haunter. We're going to have to land at least 2 Hydro Pumps, if not 3. And in the meantime, we're going to have to survive attacks, of course. Oh, I kind of want to go Minimize. We'll go 1 Minimize, and then we'll go for Hydro Pumps. Critical hit, of course. Well, I'm glad I went with the Minimize, because we're going to need that now since it got a crit. Come on, we need a miss by you, game. We need a miss. Just at least 1 miss. Give me a chance here. Yeah, of course. Of course. All right. We can knock it out if we get another Hydro Pump off. We just have to survive to do it. Will the game let us? All right, it missed. Come on, land the Hydro Pump. Come on, 80% accurate. You're gonna. Minimize is supposed to make like your attacks 50% accurate, and you're gonna have me miss a Hydro Pump there. Come on, game. Here we go. We're gonna lose this turn. We got 4. Can we hit the daggone Hydro Pump? All right, we're going to have to hope for it to miss. That's our only hope. Are you going to miss again, or are you going to beat us like I expect you to? Critical hit on the last Pokemon, followed by only missing once while we miss an 80% accurate move. I know some of our managers in the league have gotten on me for talking about luck. That was only a loss because of luck. That's the only reason we lost that. You take that crit away, and we definitely survived that last hit. The fact that we had doubled our evasion and they only missed once is mind-blowing to me. And then on top of that, we missed with an 80% accurate move. We made their moves essentially 50% accurate. I take that back. I believe it's 2/3, so 67% accurate. So their move was 67% accurate, and my move was 80, and of course, we missed ours. So, and they only missed once out of 3 tries. Yeah, you might see why I'm a little upset about that. That's some pretty crud luck. But nonetheless, because that is part of the Pokemon luck, congratulations to the Ponyta. You guys found a way to win again. Haunter has been a thorn in my side in both matchups. So I thought about bringing Sneasel, but I thought maybe Mischievous would be enough, and we didn't get to have Mischievous versus Haunter because of the way some of the things played out earlier with Jinx and such. So, but congratulations nonetheless, My Little Ponyta, for the win. And as far as my slashers go, I'll have to hope they do better, but they're battling against me in the next battle, so who knows how that'll go. So once again, the winner is My Little Ponyta, and I'll see you with the second matchup here in just a moment. All right, we're back with the second matchup of the day. It'll be interesting to see how things go in this one. I pretty much called the earlier matchup where I said luck would determine it, and it sure did. So we got the Pokemon Power, who are 2-2. The Slashers, who are coming off a loss, that are 2-4 at the moment. Both teams need a win, especially the Slashers, but Slashers being controlled by the computer, the odds are more in the Power's favor, although not guaranteed. To start this one, let's see, Tyranitar is good against 3. Moltres actually is good against 3. Electabuzz, 3. Venusaur is good against 4. Blastoise making its first appearance of the season. Huh. I think I'm going to lead with Moltres, because there's not... Like, Sneasel's the only thing that, like, doesn't want to see Moltres, and we have other ways to potentially beat it. Still hurting a little bit from the previous matchup. I still feel the Slashers should have won, but of course when it came down to luck, the game had to pull some strings for itself. That's what I get for letting it get to that point, though. I know this game. I know that's how it works. Let's see. You're going to go for Spark, so let's put Electabuzz in. The Diglett did well, though. It led the team in knockouts. All right. Thunder Punch. Still can't believe the game went for Hydro Pump there instead of Spark when we had them. Well, I guess Moltres is weak to both, and it's not as crazy as it sounds. Thunder Punch again. Critical hit. On one hand, I like to see it because I'm controlling this team. I hate to see it because I own the other team, though. Really? That was the time you went for Spark, huh? Way to go, computer. All right, Lantern goes down. Yeah, it stinks because I know my Slashers are a good team. Like, every loss has been like a 1 Pokemon loss or a 2 Pokemon loss. So it's not like I'm getting run out of the building. I just can't seem to win the luck battles, whether my team is the computer or myself. Sure, Thunder Punch in case we can paralyze it. Swift isn't going to do a whole lot anyway. No paralysis, but it was worth the shot. In that case, it makes sense for Swift because Electabuzz only had 5 health left. Alright, what do we have to fight Ampharos with? I guess Venusaur. Alright, go Giga Drain. They left the Ampharos in instead of switching to like Dodrio. So, is it going to Zap Cannon or Dynamic Punch? Like, there's not a whole lot it can do. Dynamic Punch is going for confusion. 0 for 1. Interesting choice to leave it in there. I might actually go Poison Powder next turn so we don't use up all of our Giga Drains. Well, there's critical hit, so there goes that theory. We're just going to go for the knockout. 0 for 2, so Ampharos doing nothing. It's looking like my Slashers are going to be 2 and 5 by the end of this. Oh, they're better than 2 and 5. I hate that so much. Like, I mean, I want to win, so I'm going to try to win with the power anyway, but, like, I hate that I know what I've got here in my Slashers, like, with my lineup. And it's just a shame that we haven't been able to put together wins yet. Like, I know this team could easily go 5 and 2 in the next 7 games instead of being 2 and 5. It's just upsetting that I know what this team can be, and that we just, between bad luck and some other things like that going on, just crazy how it's turned out. All right, we're going to go Tyranitar because he'll resist both Tri-Attack and Fly. With my luck, this will be the one time the game lets Tri-Attack actually do what makes it a good attack.
Oh, it's Tyranitar.
But maybe they'll Fly because of Venusaur being in there. Yep, they're going to Fly. You're going to fly right into a rock type. Good luck with that. Sandstorm.
The flow of battle. There's the attack. That didn't accomplish much. Sandstorm has started blowing. The Sandstorm Ritz and Tan. These Pokemon are equally fit.
All right, Bite.
Left in both of them.
We're going to switch.
Pokemon is switching out.
Now it's going to be the Primate.
Oh, it's Primate. What's this? It's not very effective. It's going. Sandstorm burst.
All right, you're going to go for Cross Chop,
Which have on the battle.
which means we're going to bring back in Venusaur.
Here comes a Pokemon switch.
Yes, Moltres has Sky Attack, but if we put Moltres in, they're just going to switch to,
From its Pokeball.
like, Mischievous for Thunder.
What's next? Ah, that didn't do
I don't think the game's going to be smart enough to switch here. I think they're going to try to switch to Thrash,
Then Tan. It's going. Sandstorm burst.
which we have Giga Drain, so we can nullify some of that damage. Yep, there we go.
What now? That was a glancing blow.
And now we go Giga Drain.
How's that? A light hit.
Sandstorm hits them both.
Tan. It's going. Sandstorm burst.
And if Primate doesn't get a crit here, Venusaur's going to take out the Primate.
What's it do? The hit glanced right off.
Yep.
There's the attack. Right, that's a hit.
All right.
Oh, and down it goes.
I would imagine Dodrio or Sneasel coming in. Price, well, either one is fast.
There's a distinct difference in the number of remaining Pokemon for each side. This Pokemon is...
All right, it's Dodrio again.
Sandstorm finally quieted.
Just in time to switch back into Tyranitar,
Visibility has improved down on the field.
which none of the three remaining Pokemon are great against. Because while Mischievous could hit it with Thunder, it's also weak to Bite.
Back for another go.
Sneasel can't really do anything to it, and Dodrio's not really going to be able to do anything except maybe burn, paralyze, or freeze.
It's gripped by
Hey, remember how when I use Dodrio, I never get Tri-Attack to do anything?
Pokemon switch affects the flow of battle.
But then when the game uses my Dodrio, it gets it to do something? Yeah. Yeah. Just wanting everyone to soak that in. For those that think I complain too much about, like, the luck. Just throwing that out there.
Ah, attack power is down.
All right, let's see what we can do with this. We're paralyzed, of course, so of course we can't set up a Sandstorm.
There's plenty of time left in both of them. What's next? Ah, that didn't...
On the bright side, at least we were paralyzed instead of frozen.
Sandstorm has started blowing. The Sandstorm Ritz and Tan. They're both hanging
All right,
tough.
Bite.
What's that? Oh, that was weak. How's that? Hit! That inflicted some
All right,
damage.
decent hit. That's like two, maybe one more hit because it's Sandstorm.
Sandstorm hurt. Sparks are flying from both competitors.
All right, all right.
What to do? It's not very effective.
Bite. Dodrio goes down. Of course, we're going to get, my team's going to get, like, swept by me this time after I was commenting about how we hadn't been beaten really bad yet. Mud Slap. Alright. By the way, only paralyzed on that first turn. So we've actually been pretty lucky in that regard. Now the question is the accuracy drop going to keep Tyranitar alive here? Yeah, of course. Mud Slap, which only has half the effectiveness of Minimize. Yet Minimize only got one miss, and Mud Slap already on the first turn caused a miss. Great. I don't know anymore, guys. I don't know. I used Minimize with Quillfish last game, and we only got one miss out of it. We used Mud Slap once. That only drops your accuracy by one stage, whereas Minimize does evasion by 2 stages. And we've had back-to-back misses. Like, I think the game's just got it out for me this year. 3 consecutive misses. After that second Mud Slap, it's like a Minimize now. Again, Quillfish couldn't get that lucky. Tyranitar is getting that lucky. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for that game. I really could have used that last battle. 4 misses in a row. It's nice to see the game wants to dish that out to the other teams, and not to me. All right, Mud Slap it again. There we go. Finally, let my team that's being controlled by the computer do something. Tyranitar actually really great work though. If I put Blastoise in, the Mischievous is going to come in. But we'd also get a free hit on it. Let's go Blastoise. 80% accurate Hydro Pump. I'm going to be interested to see if it misses or not. Hydro Pump. Critical hit. Blastoise is a beast, so it hangs in there. First try. Yep, my team's just cursed. Alright, Mischievous is left. We'll leave Blastoise in. And then if it does get beat, we can switch to anything pretty much. I really don't see Mischievous pulling a 1-on-4 comeback. Maybe 1-on-3.5. I think it's faster than Venusaur. Yep, misses the Thunder too, just to add insult to injury. Gonna hit, right? Yep, okay. The Slashers are just doomed to lose no matter which side they're on. The game will not let the Slashers get the win. Wow. 70% accurate, by the way. Yet the 80% accurate Hydro Pump hasn't missed yet. There we go. Just to up the chances of Thunder continuing to miss. Hydro Pump again, if you get to attack. 0 for 3 on Thunder for Mischievous, although at least that one has the excuse of Mud Slap. 4 for 4 on Hydro Pump, by the way, for Blastoise. Gee, I wish that Quillfish could have been 4 for 4 on Hydro Pump. That's going to do it. Kadabra did not play. Moltres did play. Wait. Yeah, we led with Moltres. Yeah, that one wasn't close. That was a 4-0 victory in favor of the Power. And the Slasher season just continues to nosedive into the ground. Congratulations, though, Power. You now have a winning record at 3-2. Depending on how other events play out today, you could be in in a 3-way tie for first place. Because Nightmare is 4-1. My Little Ponyta is 4-2. Pokemon's now 3-2. The Pokemon Power. If they get a win and Nightmare gets a loss, this could get interesting to see who number 1 is at this point. So congratulations once again, and I'll be right back with the second of the Powers doubleheader. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back with our third matchup of the day. The Houston Ho-Oh and the Pokemon Power. The first matches just kind of flew by, to be honest. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here. All right, let's see. I gotta take the pictures off first. There we go. So what have you got to work with? Charizard is good against 2, maybe 3, depending on if Poliwrath is missing or not. Which, with my luck, it won't. Vaporeon's good against 4. Espeon's good against a couple. Umbreon's almost kind of a throwaway one this battle. I think we're going to go Jolteon to start. And then switch accordingly. Because really the Electabuzz and the Venusaur are the only ones that Jolteon can't do a whole lot to. And in those cases, we can switch to other things that can fight them. Well, I take that back. For Electabuzz, we might just go ahead and go one-on-one here. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Because we had the Vaporeon from Moltres. So we're just going to go for it here.
They're eyeing each other warily.
Zap Cannon. 50% chance to hit or miss. 0 for 1. I bet if the game was using Zap Cannon, it would have hit. I'm going to be like this because I'm a little salty that my team lost both of its matchups today. Switching again. You're going to switch, huh? Nothing you have is immune to Zap Cannon. We're going to get paralysis on the Venusaur. Why? Why are you throwing the Moltres out against Zap Cannon? Oh, the game dodged a bullet there, but why? Alright, Zap Cannon again. It's a coin flip. We should win it eventually, right? 0 for 3. I mean, my goodness. 80% accurate. It's going to hit first try. All right, fourth try. 0 for 4. You're going to be 2 for 2 on Fire Blast, aren't you? 80% accurate. Actually, it might be 85, but either way, there's a chance to miss. All right. We're back to the game having shenanigans again. Oh. Let's see, Umbreon here, not great. All right, fine, Vaporeon.
Oh, it's Vaporeon. The heated action continues.
Acid Armor, because I think it's going to take this turn to build up Sky Attack, or switch. It's going to switch, okay. It's going to be Electabuzz. If it's Venusaur, that's worse. Electabuzz we can handle. Yep, okay. Well, we'll just switch again. Venusaur's harmless if we can get rid of its 5 Giga Drain.
It raised its defense. The light stream's effect War off. What impact
0 for 4 on the
will
Zap
Pokemon
Cannon. That hurt.
have on the battle?
That hurt quite a bit. Yeah, Charizard.
Ready to go.
Because Giga Drain will be 4 times ineffective.
Switching out.
Watch me find a way to beat the computer in all of the games except for where my team was on the attack.
Oh, that was weak.
Of course, we've had a pretty bad start to this one, so I don't know.
How will this Pokemon switch affect the flow of battle?
Let's see. You have a couple things that would resist fire, but they also resist the wing attack. So we're just gonna go Fire Punch anyway.
Here comes a Pokemon switch.
If it's Poliwrath, I could have gotten away with wing attack.
Oh, it's Poliwrath.
Man. Well, maybe we can burn it.
What's next? That didn't do much.
No burn, of course. Okay.
Newly switched
You're
out
gonna Hydro
Pokemon
Pump.
there.
So we're gonna go to, actually, Bayleaf is a good one here since Bayleaf can heal.
The trainer switching Pokemon. Oh, it's
Let's see.
Bailey.
I would assume Moltres or Scizor will come out to deal with the Bayleaf.
What'll it do? Oh, a blow to the weak spot.
Critical hit, of course.
What impact will
So now I get to waste this turn healing while they switch instead of trying to predict with Body Slam.
the Pokemon is returning to its Pokeball.
Ah, the game's being kind to me tonight.
This Pokemon is back for another go. It restored its HP.
Alright, at least we got the HP back.
Pokemon which affect the flow of battle.
Let's go Charizard. If it's Fire Blast, it won't hurt much. If it's Sky Attack, it takes a turn to charge anyway.
Pokemon is switching out. The Pokemon emerges from its Pokeball. There's the attack. That didn't accomplish much. How will this newly switched out
Alright,
Pokemon
yeah, Wing Attack. We're faster.
What now? Critical hit.
We got a critical hit. That's all a critical hit did, so probably 3 more hits to knock it out.
Next attack.
Kind of like to save Charizard
Predator.
for the
Get ready
Scizor.
to go. Here comes
So we're going to sack off Umbreon here. And I think if Jolteon would have gotten Zap Cannon to work like once, Moltres would probably be gone by now.
vicious attack. Hit. That was good.
Umbreon taking it like a real champ.
What impact will this Pokemon switch have on the battle?
Feint Attack. Just chip away at it.
It's building up power for its next.
Fine by me. If you don't get a crit, we survive the next one anyway.
What's this? That did little
It's a
damage.
50, so we'll have it down to 80 by when it attacks.
They go into battle pose. A sharp attack. Hit. That inflicted some damage.
All right, all right.
What'll it do? That was a glancing
All right,
blow.
unless it's going Fire Blast, it's going to charge up again. I would assume it's going Fire Blast. But I'm going to go for Feint Attack, hoping it's dumb. It's dumb. Okay.
Power for its next.
We'll get to hit it, and then depending on what Quick Attack does, we might be able to take it out with Umbreon.
How's that? A light hit. It managed to
Surely we can give 14 damage from Quick Attack, right?
Pokemon running
Right?
at speed. There, quick attack. Light. That's
Oh my
a
goodness, okay.
Yes, it's going down.
Umbreon takes out Moltres.
That KO will bring out a new
All that work, and both sides are only down 1 Pokemon.
This Pokemon is rejoining the battle.
That's alright, use Giga Drain. Use up one of your Giga Drain.
Big HP difference between the two
Sand Attack. That's fine by me. Use one of them up again. Alright, Venusaur takes out Umbreon. Alright, alright. Alright, this time I'm going to go Charizard, and I'm going to try to predict the Poliwrath switch and go with Wing Attack. Which means this time it's going to be Electabuzz or Tyranitar. Okay, Wing Attack. Oh, we got a crit too. I don't know who's faster. I'm going to chance that Charizard's faster. Charizard is indeed faster. Alright, Poliwrath goes down. The game actually giving me a crit for once. Like the team I'm controlling. A meaningful one. Alright, Electabuzz. What do we have for you? You have Thunder Punch and Swift. So, Bayleaf all the way here. Plus, we gotta save Charizard again for Scizor. Alright, alright. Works for me. I'm gonna Safeguard, so you don't paralyze me. That's fine, I was gonna Body Slam you anyway, that's physical. Yeah, I was gonna say, so if you switch, I can maybe paralyze whatever comes in. Preferably Scizor. Can we get the paralysis? That would be big to almost guarantee Charizard could beat it. No paralysis, but alright. You're probably going to go with a Steel move, which means it should be safe to switch the Charizard in. Should be. Yeah, right now, the odd one out is kind of Espeon. I mean, it'd be good against Venusaur, but Charizard's also good against Venusaur. So maybe we'll try to have it beat the Electabuzz. Alright, alright. Let's go with Fire Punch. Maybe we can burn whatever comes in if they switch. Tyranitar. Electabuzz. Okay, interesting. I would have done Tyranitar, but alright. Well, no burn or anything, so they get off pretty much scot-free there. Bayleaf again. We'll just play this game back and forth. Alright, alright. Safeguard's gone. And the light screen's gone. Body Slam while it's setting up light screen. That's why the Fire Punch didn't do very much. Boy, game, it'd be nice if you could give me a paralysis off of the Body Slam. Supposedly, it's a 30% chance to happen. Alright, well, use Synthesis this next turn. If we get rid of Electabuzz, that'd make life a lot easier for Vaporeon and Charizard.
hot battle continues.
Body slam. Interesting that it didn't switch back to Scizor this time around.
That didn't accomplish much. There's the attack. A light hit.
Alright, I'm gonna go for Synthesis here.
Battle is unfolding.
Try to get as close to full health as possible before taking it out.
What's next? Oh, that was weak. It restored its HP.
Yep, there we go.
Lightning effect wore off.
It'd be funny if it wasted its last turn with another light screen.
But the other one looked
Alright, works for me. Free knockout for Bayleaf. I mean, the light screen's not a bad thing as far as helping its teammates, but
body slam.
this stage of the game, when you're behind, like, I'd rather... I mean, I guess with Bayleaf healing, that was the best it could do if they weren't going to switch.
What will be the next Pokemon?
So I would assume Scizor.
The Pokemon emerges from its Pokeball. Neither combatant is showing signs of fatigue.
I don't know if I really want to switch yet. Charizard's only going to be able to take, like, so much damage. Let me stay in for a turn or two here and see if I can get a paralysis on it.
What's this? Ah, that didn't do much.
How many body slams have we done now and it hasn't given us paralysis once?
Great hit. They're both hanging
Alright, we'll
tough.
stay in and take, I guess, one more. We've done 6. 30% chance, by the way.
What'll it do? It's not very effective.
0 for 7 on getting the paralysis.
That was a clean.
It better be like the next 3 all lead to paralysis then.
It raised its attack power.
That's not great.
The heated action continues.
That's actually really not great. Vaporeon can beat the Tyranitar. Espeon and Charizard can beat Venusaur. Charizard can beat Scizor.
They're eyeing each other
Yeah, because with that boosted attack, it's going to hurt Charizard a lot more when I switch now. Alright, let's just go Body Slam.
battle pose.
Again, maybe we get a paralysis to help out our teammates.
There's the attack. A light pack.
A critical hit. We actually got a critical hit before we got a paralysis.
Next. Oh, a blow to the weak
Metal Claw not missing yet, by the way.
down it.
And getting a critical hit. But this is the Scizor I was worried about
Pokemon.
the last couple seasons. If it can get that attack boost, it's not the easiest thing to deal with. I partially want to get a Vaporeon so that they don't switch. What's Espeon's attacks? Yikes, it is not going to help against Tyranitar, like, at all. Yeah, let's go Vaporeon. It will resist steel attacks.
The Pokeball opens to reveal its Pokemon.
I gotta think about if we put Charizard in, they're just gonna switch to Tyranitar.
From both competitors.
Let's go 1 Acid Armor. Boost our defense to make up for it boosting its attack.
That did little damage. It increased its defense. The light screen's effect wore off.
And the light screen's gone, so our waterfall will do more damage anyway now. They didn't switch. You'd think they would have gone to Venusaur or something.
There, defense.
I guess because of that attack boost. Oh, they got our defense to go down a little bit, but it didn't negate the entire Acid Armor.
There's the shot. Great hit.
Alright, are you going to switch or are you going to stay in and go down?
Capable of going up, but the other one looks tired.
You're going to stay in and probably go down unless you get a crit here.
The hit glanced right off. Waterfall attack. That's it.
Alright, Scizor goes down in what was starting to get to be a scary situation.
We're eagerly
All right.
awaiting the appearance of the next Pokemon. The Pokemon emerges from
Alright, I had a feeling you'd be next.
They're both hanging tough.
Let's go into Espeon here.
The trainer switching Pokemon.
It's going to be a lot of musical chairs here because Espeon can't do anything to Tyranitar, Charizard can't do anything to Tyranitar, and Vaporeon can't do anything to Venusaur. But if we get Venusaur to run out of Giga Drain, that's going to be our opening. Because then even if it's matched up against Vaporeon, all it can do is tackle at that point. Alright, I'm assuming you're going to switch to Tyranitar. But I don't know that. I'm going to go Psybeam this one time. Okay, they are going to switch, so now we know how the musical chairs is going to work. Because I've had other times where I lost because I assumed the game would be smart enough to switch and they didn't switch. Sorry about that. I'm keeping an eye on my cat because he's hanging around the power cord, and we all know from past years that we've had issues keeping the N64 on during these battles. I may have to shoo him off if he's going to continue to hang around the cord. Alright. You're going to go Bite, which is special in this game. Let's try Vaporeon here and hope that it doesn't do a lot of damage.
Here comes a Pokemon switch. This Pokemon is back for another go.
Then again, it might have been better to sack off the Espeon to get a clean switch. At least it didn't do a whole lot of damage. All right, you're probably going to put Venusaur in. I don't actually care. I'm just going to go Waterfall and get some damage on whatever's out there. I thought about Sand Attack, but I know how this game is. If I try to play the you're going to miss me game, it's not going to miss me. Alright, alright. You're going to try Giga Drain again.
The trainer switching Pokemon. The Pokeball opens to reveal its Pokemon. What's this? That didn't accomplish much.
20 damage, alright. You're going to switch.
Pokemon switch affects the flow of battle.
I guess I'm going to go Fire Punch because of the chance to burn.
This Pokemon is switching out. The Pokemon emerges from its Pokeball. How's that? That didn't do much.
Of course we didn't get the burn. Of course not.
Newly switched out Pokemon fair.
Vaporeon.
Here comes a Pokemon switch. This Pokemon is rejoining the battle. There's the attack. That was a glancing blow. What impact will this Pokemon switch have on the battle?
Waterfall on whatever is out there.
The Pokemon is returning to its Pokeball. This Pokemon is back for another go. What's that? It's not very effective.
Alright, alright.
Will this Pokemon switch affect
It's only a matter of time before it runs out of Giga Drain.
the trainer switching?
And then it won't be as much of a threat.
The Pokemon appears with a cross. What'll it do? Oh, that
Also, it'd be nice if the game could give us that burn. so we can start whittling down the Tyranitar.
Pokemon fair. This Pokemon is switching out. The Pokeball opens to reveal its Pokemon. What's this? That didn't accomplish much.
No burn still.
What impact will
Okay, it's just done bite the last couple times, so I think I'm going to stay in and try to... Because Espeon could beat the Venusaur. Let's try Fire Punch again, see if we can get the burn.
What now? Ah, that didn't do much.
Come on, game.
How's that? That was a glancing blow. Sparks are flying from both competitors. There's the attack. Oh, it's got
Oh my gosh, finally.
it's right. Right. That's
Charizard goes down. The game waited until Charizard's last turn to give us the burn.
the next Pokemon needs to be prepared.
At least now, if we do continue to do musical chairs back and forth, the burn will whittle it down.
Another go. The white hot battle.
Waterfall, you're probably going to switch to Venusaur.
The trainer switches
This one's going to be close. We can get around Tyranitar, Espeon can win us the game.
The Pokemon emerges from its Pokeball. What'll it do? It's not very effective. How will this Pokemon switch affect the flow of battle?
Alright, do you have any more Giga Drain?
Here comes
I know you've
the
used at
Pokemon
least
switch.
3. It might be 4 or 5. We'll find out by if it uses Tackle or not here. Or something different like Poison Powder.
Pokemon is rejoining the battle.
Yep, okay, it's out of
The hit glance
it's
will
out of
off.
Giga Drain.
How will this
You're going to switch to Tyranitar,
Pokemon fare?
which means we're going to switch to Vaporeon.
Oh, an abrupt Pokemon switch. The Pokemon appears with a cry.
Yep, called that. Okay, now we can start winning the musical chairs.
Pokemon.
Plus, there's the burn and such.
The Pokeball opens to reveal its Pokemon. It's got a burn. And it's toughen out.
Yep, there we go. That's why I was
What impact
hoping for the burn so badly.
switch have on the battle?
That's fine. Go ahead and switch again. Now that I know you're out of Giga Drain, I'm happy to just keep waterfalling. Though, like I said, I gotta be careful because we need Vaporeon to beat the Tyranitar.
For another go. What's this? Oh, that was weak.
Alright, so 3 more rounds of musical chairs and Vaporeon could beat the Venusaur. that's what we're looking at here.
The Pokemon is returning to its Pokeball. The Pokemon emerges from its Pokeball. What now? A light hit.
Alright, I'm gonna predict the switch again.
This newly switched out Pokemon fare. Oh, an abrupt Pokemon switch. This Pokemon is rejoining the battle. The other trainer is also
Called that.
changing Pokemon. The Pokemon appears with a cry. It's got a burn.
Burn's gonna do its thing. To say that with the Burn's help, Espeon might actually be able to beat it with like Quick Attack or whatever its other attack was.
They go into battle.
Waterfall. You're gonna switch again.
Pokemon. That Pokemon must not have been the right choice.
We're gonna do about 50 damage or so to Venusaur.
The Pokeball opens to reveal its Pokemon. There's the attack. That didn't accomplish much.
Yep. All right.
How will this
We
Pokemon
rinse and repeat 2 more times, and then we can start winning this game.
The trainer's switching Pokemon.
least have another battle after this. This one's taking a while. I'm calling it, though. I'm going to be like 3-1 tonight, and the one loss is going to be when I had to represent my own team. Go figure. I'm just going to go straight into Swift, because the burn should kill off the Tyranitar. Oh, they didn't switch. Okay. Interesting. So they're aware of the situation. The game's aware of its bad situation. Alright, so surely then, if you're not going to switch, I can go into Psybeam this time, right? Alright. Espeon takes out Venusaur. And because of that burn on Tyranitar, we really just need to, like, Swift.
The Pokémon emerges from its Pokéball. This is the last Pokémon. Sparks are flying from both competitors. What now? Oh, that was
That's fine, that's fine. Because we still have Vaporeon in the back.
a hit. There it is. Knockout. Just one Pokémon remains.
We're faster.
The Pokémon
Pretty sure about that anyway.
It's down to the last Pokémon now.
Waterfall. And as long as it hits, we win.
Finishing blow. Out of there.
Yep, there you go.
That settles this battle.
Good battle, though. Came down to the end.
The battle.
All right, one bow to go for the night. Congratulations there to the Houston Ho-Oh, who are a win away from being ahead of me again. I'm sorry, like my team, I know my team's good and just can't seem to catch a break. But congratulations to the Houston Ho-Oh on their victory. And this next one's an important matchup, not just for where my team is in the standings, but also for first place. This is going to be interesting. All right, I'll be right back with that last matchup of the night. All right, everybody, I'm back with the last battle of the night, last battle of the day, depending on when you're watching this. The Houston Ho-Oh and the Nightmare After Christmas. All right, let's see. Nightmare had very specific instructions here. Let me look those up before we get started. I do remember that I'm pretty sure Gengar's the lead. But I want to check and see what other notes they had. Gengar is lead. If Snorlax is in, try to get curses up if possible. Save Houndoom for Espeon. And save Machamp until after Espeon and Charizard are gone. Okay. Although technically Bulbasaur could resist it, but you know, I don't see Bulbasaur beating the Machamp unless the Machamp's already taken some damage. Alright, so leading Gengar, and here we go. Now, what I want to know is, will the Doug Trio have more knockouts than the Diglett did in my game today? No, we learned something important in that game, though. I think, honestly, the Hydro Pump would have one-shot Golem. So I think if I had to redo it, I probably would have gone for Fissure in that situation. And then maybe that Hydro Pump that hit Golem could have hit the Haunter instead at the end. Who knows? Vaporeon, huh? Let's just go with Hypnosis. Okay, 60% accurate move, landed on the first try. I have instructions before switching to get Nightmare off, so we're going to try that.
Whoa, what a nightmare!
Alright, I'm actually just going to go straight into Nightshade here. I think that we're going to be in decent shape. Especially if we get lucky enough that it's asleep again. 'Cause we're faster. Nope. Of course not. I jinxed it. A little more than I was hoping for, but not awful. Let's just switch to Tentacruel. We'll save Gengar for more shenanigans later. That's a shame, because honestly, if it would have slept one more turn between Nightshade and Nightmare, it probably would have gone down this turn. Alright, Tentacruel, let's see. They're likely going to switch. The Jolteon doesn't want to see a Sludge Bomb. Their whole team is pretty much special, so I don't think it makes sense to go with Barrier here, so I'm just going to Sludge Bomb. Alright. Okay. You'll probably survive this attack, but if we get poison on you, you're done anyway. Yeah, you're done anyway.
Oh, it's been poisoned. It's concentrating on improving its
Vaporeon goes down to Tentacruel.
already difficult situation. Oh, it collapsed.
Yeah, if Nightmare wins this, they remain in first place. If they lose, My Little Ponyta could slip in the first place, depending on the tiebreakers.
Oh, it's Espeon.
Alright, Espeon is actually kind of the scariest thing that we gotta deal with. We do have the Houndoom. But if Houndoom were to get beat, Espeon gets scary for the rest of this team.
Oh, it's Houndoom.
With Vaporeon gone, I don't know what their switch would be for Houndoom here.
What's this?
Maybe Umbreon and go Dark versus Dark?
What impact will this Pokemon switch have on the battle?
We'll go Bite and see what happens. They're not going to switch. You're picking Psybeam again instead of, like, Quick... Why?
Had no effect.
This is going to be a free knockout.
Perfectly.
If the game's not going to switch and just is going to keep Psybeaming. Okay, it wasn't Quick Attack, it was Swift. But why didn't you at least do that last turn? Why did you Psybeam...
That did little
Like, willingly Psybeam a Dark Attack? How come I can never get that luck when it's my team facing somebody? That stupidity from the computer. Alright.
down it goes. There's a big
Houndoom beats the Espeon.
Pokemon remaining on each side.
Not really a whole lot they have left to deal with the Houndoom, really.
Make up for lost ground.
So I think I'm just going to leave it out there till it wins now at this point.
What now? That struck home.
Double kick. Alright, we actually survive another one of those.
What'll it do? The hit glanced right off. Sparks are flying.
On the bright side, I can assume it's going to double kick again. I'm going to put Doug Trio in.
Go. Here comes the Pokemon switch.
My guess is they'll try to switch Charizard in, so instead of Earthquake, we'll try Slash or Curse.
Oh, it's Dugtrio. How's that? A light tap. A light hit. What impact will this Pokemon switch?
Yeah, let's do Curse to boost Slash's power.
This Pokemon is switching out.
We'll still be susceptible to Fire Punch, but if it goes Wing Attack, it won't do as much damage. We're just going to do the one curse, though. I'm not going to get carried away here. We'll do one slash and see how it goes and switch if need be. Alright, we held on. Good. No burn. Really? Even after a curse? That is, that's interesting to me. Alright, well, let's go to Tentacruel then. Interesting to me that even after boosting attack, that's all we got from the slash. Alright. I'm actually going to go ahead and go with Bubble Beam, because unless they put Bulbasaur out there, Bubble Beam will hit everything else, yeah. Alright, alright. There's the wing attack. Tentacruel's going to be fine, since it's faster than the Charizard anyway. Tentacruel is one of those Pokemon that's very deceptively fast. It's an interesting Pokemon to work with nowadays, because, like, it does have some speed, but it's mostly defensive. And generally speaking, not all the time, Tentacruel being an example, a lot of defensive Pokemon with speed don't do that great. Like, kind of look at Onix. So, like, Tentacruel's one of the few where it's like, okay, it kind of works. It's great back then because there's no abilities and such. And it still has its moments today, but it's all about, like, matchups. We're going to go Dugtrio, because you're definitely going to try Zap Cannon on the Tentacruel. And now that Charizard's gone, we can Magnitude anything that's left. We already saw Double Kick did 24 if it does Double Kick. Next turn, so that'd be 48, so we should survive if there's no crits. Let's go Magnitude. Okay. Alright, no crits. Here comes the Magnitude. It's going to be like 4, isn't it? Hey, we got a 9. What do you know? Alright, all that's left is Umbreon and Bulbasaur. We might actually have a sweep if we can manage to keep anyone from getting knocked out. It's rare to get those even in this league. Especially in this league with the crud the computer pulls. Let's switch in Machamp. I'm going to attempt to get this sweep since there's a rare chance to get one here. Alright, submission. You locked in the fighting type against your dark type. Why? Like I said, why? The white-hot battle continues. Ooh, that's going to make things interesting, because submission, I think, is only like 80-85% accurate. We might have to rely on Thunder Punch and Fire Punch. What is the accuracy? 80. We'll try it one more time, but I'm sure it's going to Sand Attack again. Yeah. Okay, next turn we're going to have to start going Thunder Punch and Fire Punch. Fire Punch would actually probably be better, because if we got the burn, it'd be bonus damage. Do we just get lucky? We did not get lucky. Alright, let's try Fire Punch. Although now it's getting to the point where everything's going to have a hard time hitting. Oh, but we can't switch. This is where the mean look comes in to play. Boy, though, it's just barely got more evasiveness than the Minimize I put up that first battle, though. And yet that was only one miss, and Machamp's missed 3 in a row here.
The target stat must be in.
Yeah. Funny how out of the 4 matches, it was only mine that the
That missed too.
evasiveness was ignored.
The heated action continues.
Thanks, game. Thanks for that.
How's that? Oh, that was weak.
At least it can't really do anything to us.
Drilled a weakness.
There we go. We got lucky. We beat it.
Oh, oh.
And now we are free to switch again now that Umbreon's gone. Just Bulbasaur remaining.
Just one Pokemon remains. Oh, it's Bulbasaur. It's down to the last Pokemon now.
I'm going to stay in for 1 turn and try to Fire Punch it, because I bet it's going to... Yeah, I was going to say it's going to Toxic. Surely it won't Toxic 2 turns in a row, so we can switch something else in next turn.
Weaken the victim. What's next? Bullseye.
Hey, we got the Fire Punch to work first try. Alright, let's switch. Because surely it's not going to poison again already. Go Snorlax since you're at full health. Plus Snorlax has the Fire Punch as well. Although Headbutt may still do more damage because it's a normal move.
What now? That was a glancing blow.
Alright. It's definitely going to go for Toxic this turn. Because it's not going to... I was going to say, it's not going to beat us using Razor Leaf.
What'll it do? Wearing the
2 for 2 on the Toxic.
to be the plan.
Back in an era where it wasn't 100% for poison types.
There's the attack. That hurt. Perfect.
Critical hit Fire Punch to end it just to make sure there was no chance it could survive.
There are no more.
And our first sweep of the season. Nightmare beating Ho-Oh 6-0. Wow. When we saw this matchup, I was having a talk with Nightmare's owner. Neither one of us saw a sweep coming. I can guarantee you that. We were both very surprised that the Ho-Oh were using who they were using and thought, if anything, there might be some issues there. But wow. So, and as I predicted, I defeated the computer in all of the matches except the one where the computer where I was fighting the computer with my team. And that was the one where the computer decided to remind me of what it's capable of. Go figure. All right, well, the good news is it's a long season. We're not even at the halfway point yet. You guys will see that here in just a second when I'm back with the updated standings and all of the analysis. So I'll see you in just a moment with all of that. All right, I'm back. Still not over how the game treated my team today. That was some pretty rotten luck. I know that I've had good luck some weeks, and the game has had good luck some weeks, but this now makes 3 of the last 4 weeks. My team has lost arguably due to luck, and while that is a part of the game, that is absolutely a part of the game when you sign up for Pokemon. It just stinks that it's not more of like a coin flip where some of the luck is causing me to win, some of it's causing me to lose. Right now, it just seems like it's mostly targeting me to lose. But the other way to look at it is, despite it punishing my slashers, I'm still 11-5 overall against the computer. So I myself am still doing pretty well. But I do feel like 3 of those 5 are when I've been in control of my team. I know my team isn't that bad. Bad luck. So hopefully around the second part of the season here, things will go better for me. But there's our updated standings. We've got the Nightmare After Christmas in first place at 5-1. We've got My Little Ponyta at 4-2. Pokemon Power 3-3. The West Virginia Slashers 2-5, and the Houston Ho-Oh 2-5. Next week there will be 3 doubleheaders. It'll be the top 3 teams. So depending on how that goes, maybe an opportunity for some standing changes. Who knows? I really don't see it, seeing as that my team will be controlled by the computer. I'm expecting a pretty big loss, because that's kind of how the computer has treated my team this season. So yeah, So I would imagine my team would be 2-6, but maybe I'll get lucky and flip the script the second half of the season and kind of get them back on track. For stats today, here's where things are now. For the power, their leader percentage-wise is Moltres with 5 knockouts, 3 feints. Tyranitar at 5-6 and Venusaur at 5-4 being the runner-ups. Blastoise at 2-0, though it's only played in 1 matchup. Still 3 Pokemon that haven't made an appearance yet for that team. For the Slashers, everyone's made an appearance. Diglett did very well today. If I could redo things, I'd probably give it a shot at fissuring the Golem instead of earthquaking, but that's something I learned today about how much damage it would do. Yeah, my team's rough because like there's a lot of good Pokemon, but it seems like there's some that the computer just doesn't know how to use. Like, I almost just can't even use Mr. Mime if my team's being controlled by the computer. And that's very frustrating because it should be able to set up barrier and help one of my other Pokemon, but it seems like the game never gets that right. So anyway, so for the Slashers, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Sneasel leading in the knockout count with 5-4, Primeape with 4-4. If we're going percentage-wise, Scyther still has 2-0 and Diglett having the 2-1 today. We move over here to My Little Ponyta. My Little Ponyta, the leader, Golem 6-3. We've got Haunter at 8-2 leading the way. Got to see Dragonair for the first time this season, and it went 1-1. Nightmare After Christmas, we got Tentacruel at 13-4, looking like an early MVP candidate for this season. Machamp at 7-1. Really, and I don't mean any offense by this, but other than those two, there's not really a Pokemon that's doing like an overwhelming amount of work. Nightmare After Christmas has just put together a good team of Pokemon that they have like one role that they need to do, or like one Pokemon they need to beat. They go out and do that, and then they let Machamp and Tentacruel do the rest of the work. And it's working out very well for them. We still haven't even seen Alakazam or Pineco, speaking of those two teams. Houston Ho-Oh mixing it up, having some different Pokemon bow today. It worked in one matchup, and it epically did not work in the other matchup. So their leaders right now being Articuno percentage-wise with the 4-4, with Raikou and Bayleaf both having 4-5. I guess technically if you're going percentage-wise, actually Vaporeon would be first at 2-1. But of those that have played a lot of matchups, Articuno's doing the best. So, upcoming matchups for the last week before we're at the halfway point. I'd like to remind everyone before we get into next week that the way I've set up this season, since we are kind of getting some burnout with a bunch of the doubleheaders, the reason I have this line between 8 and 9 is not just to signify the halfway point. We're also going to take a week off. So what we'll do is we'll have next week's matchups. We'll take a week off after that, and then we'll resume. So those matchups are Nightmare will be at home against the Slashers. And the second part of their doubleheader, they'll be at the Pokemon Power. The Power's doubleheader is they're playing at home against the Nightmare. And they're playing on the road against My Little Ponyta. My Little Ponyta playing on the road against Houston Ho-Oh. And playing at home against the Power. Home is me being in charge. On the road is the game being in charge. And we'll know where everyone is halfway through the season after this next week. And looking forward, at least in my team's case, to hopefully doing better in the second half of the season. Still only one roster move so far. That will change. Especially in my case if the team continues to not do well. That's where things stand right now. Thank you all so much for watching. It's always fun, even though I did complain quite a bit this week about luck. It's still fun. This is what Pokemon is. It's kind of like how in basketball, you're going to have days where you go 0 for 13, and you're going to have days where you go 13 for 13. The last couple weeks, my team in particular has just kind of been in a rut of bad luck. I'd like to think that eventually that's going to change, but we'll see. Plus, depending on which playoff format we go with, it might not matter. My team will at least have a chance anyway. but we're still kind of figuring that one out. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, you know, that YouTube nonsense. And I'll see you next week with another episode of our Pokemon Stadium 2 Draft League. All right. Bye-bye.